Welcome to class. In our previous class, we talked about conversion of numbers from other bases to base 10. But in today's class, we are going to be converting from base 10 to another base. So, to convert a number from base 10 to another base, number one, divide the number repeatedly by the new base until the dividend is 0. 2. Write the remainder after each division. 3. Obtain the new number base by writing the remainder in an upward order. Okay, so let me put down that as a note for you. All right, so to convert a number, from base 10 to another base to convert a number from base 10 to another base, number one, divide the number repeatedly until the dividend is 0. Okay, divide the number repeatedly until the dividend is 0. And then 2, write the remainder after each division. So, number 3, obtain the new number base. Obtain the new number base by writing the remainder in an upward order. Okay. So that is it. 3 examples. We are going to in converting number from base 10 to other bases. Okay, so let's take example 1. Okay, let's take example 1. Example 1 says convert. So let's take example 1. Convert 357 in base 10 to base 6. Is that right? So let's solve this first. So Just like we said, the notes here. The first thing is that you divide the number repeatedly until the dividend is 0. So let's do it. Okay. This is 357. 357. Okay. And here we are going to have what we call the remainder. I choose to represent my remainder by the letter R. Okay, by capital letter R. So here I'm going to fix the new number base which I want to take it to here. So that is 6. Now let's go. I'm going to divide this dividend till it becomes 0. Okay. So 6 goes into 35. How many times? 5. Remainder 5. Okay. So that 5 is added to 7 to make it 57. Okay. So 6 goes into 57 how many times? 6 10 60. 6 9 54. So it therefore means that 6 goes into this 59 times. Remainder what? Remainder 3. Okay. So the remainder is 3. Again, 6 goes into 59. How many times? 6 9 is still 54. So it goes into 59. 9 times 54. You have remainder 5. Okay. Again, 6 goes into 9. How many times? It's 1. Okay. Remainder what? Remainder 3. 6 goes into 9 once. Remainder 3. And then 6 goes into 1 is 0. Remainder 1. Okay. So this is what this explanation was talking about. You can see how we have been able to divide this 357 in base 10 repeatedly until the dividend, which is this number, becomes 0. And you can see that in each step as we go, we've been able to write down the remainder. In each of the steps, we write down the remainder. Okay. Now the last one says, for you to obtain the new number base, that you have to write the remainder in an upward order. So for you to be able to write your result, so in an upward order, this is the remainder column. Okay. So you put it this way, you copy it this way, from here upward. So from here, we can now say, therefore, 3 5 7 in base 10 equals 1353 in base 6. So it becomes 1353 in base 6. So you can see that 357 in base 10 equals to 1353 in base 6. So that is the solution to that first example. Okay. That is the first example that I do. I'm going to do the second example. I will do the third one, so that if you did not catch up in the first example, you'll be able to understand in the second example. And if you did not match up too well in the second example, by the third example, you'll be able to get it right. Because in this channel, we are dedicated to making people develop passion for learning mathematics, because a lot of people have been so much afraid of learning mathematics, but we are here to make it look fun. All right. So I think I'm gonna clean the board so we can do the second example. Okay. All right. Let me clean the board for the next example. Wherever you don't understand, please do well to ask your question in the comment section, and we'll be able to do justice to that. All right. So let me clean the board firstly so that we can do the next example. All right. So okay. All right. All right. The next example says, example 2, convert 73 in base 10 to base 2. All right. Convert 73 in base 10 to base 2. So that's what we are going to do now. So that if you did not understand what we do in example 1, it will be possible that you will understand it in example 2. So please watch. And if you like this channel, or you are in love with this channel, do well to subscribe so that whenever we have a video, you will always be there to attend our class. So let's see. Let's work together. From the first example, we are now going to the second example. Okay. Now we go. This is 73. Okay. This column here is for our remainder. Now this place is for the new base that we are being asked to take that number to, or to convert it to, which is what? Base 2. So we are going to write 2 here. First, 72 goes into here. Let's go. 2 goes into 7. You have 3 times. 1 remain, you add here. That becomes 13. 2 goes into 13 6 times. Remainder 1. Do not forget. Remainder 1. Now 2 goes into 86. 18 times. Remainder 0. Okay. Again, 2 goes into 18. 9 times. Remainder 0. Again, 2 goes into 9 4 times. Remainder 1. Is that right? And then 2 goes into 4 2 times. Remainder 0. Again, 2 goes into 2 1 time. Remainder 0. And then 2 goes into 1 0. Remainder 1. So 2 cannot go into 1. That is why it is 0. And then we repeat the 1 here. All right. So having used the new base, which is 2, to divide the dividend, which is the old base, repeatedly until the dividend is 0. And at the same time, in each of the steps, we've been able to write down our remainders. Then number 3, just like we put out in the note earlier, we are going to write our new number base in an upward order. So that will be this. Okay, we pick it like that. From there, we can now say, therefore, 73 in base 10 equals, let's pick it, 1001 first. 1001. The next one is 001. 001 in base 2. Alright. So therefore 73 in base 10 equals 1001 in base 2. I believe by the way we are going, you will be able to understand how to convert a number from other bases to base 10 and from base 10 to other bases. Yesterday we did 3 examples also from converting from other bases to base 10, and today we are converting from base 10 to other bases. Okay, so I believe this is understood very well. Wherever you do not understand, do well to ask your question in the comment section, and also do well to share this video to any other person who might be interested in the video. Okay, I will still do one more example before we go for today's class. All right, but do not forget to subscribe to this channel if whatever we do interests you. All right, so I'm going to still clean this board in order for us to do example 3. Okay, so, and if you're interested in a private class, do well to check my number or my email in the banner, and then give me a call or you email me. We can talk from there and organize a private class for you. So get ready for the next example, and that will be the last example for today's class. Tomorrow we are going to do also 3 examples from the topic of tomorrow will be conversion from one base to another. You can convert from any base to any base. Okay, so the next example, which is going to be example 3, and which will be the last example for today's class, will be, we are going to convert 598 in base 10 to a number in base 4. So example 3 says convert 598 in base 10 to base 4. Please do well to ask your question where you don't understand. All right, I told you yesterday that whatever we're going to do will be step by step, so we are not in a rush. We are here to serve you. We are here to make sure you understand every bit of things that we do. Okay, so we are asked to convert 598 in base 10 to base 4, and this is the last example of this class. All right, so you have 598 8. Okay. Don't forget, this is our column for remainder, and this is our column for the new base that we are asked to convert this number to. So we are going to write 4 here. Now let's go. 4 goes into 5 one time. Once 1 remains, you add that 1 here. 4 goes into 19. How many times? 4 times. And that is goes into 19 4 times, which is 16. 3 remains. We now add 3 here. So this becomes 38. Now, 4 goes into 38 how many times? 9. Because 4 9 is 36. So, remainder 2. Okay. Remainder 2. So, here now, 4 goes into 14. How many times? 3, which is 12. 2 remain. You add 2 to this place, and that becomes 29. 4 goes into 29 7 times, which is 4 times 7, 28. Remainder 1. Remainder 1. Now, 4 goes into 37 9 times. Remainder 1. Okay. So just follow us step by step as we move. Wherever you don't get it right, come back to us, either in a question or in any form. Then again, 4 goes into 9 how many times? 1. Okay. No, not 1. 4 goes into 9 2. 2 times. Remainder what? Remainder 1. And so 4 goes into 2 0. Remainder 2. Can you see that? So if that is true, we are going to pick our results in an upward order. Okay. Remember we told you to convert a number from base 10 to another base. Number 1, divide the number that you are asked to convert from repeatedly by the new base until the dividend is what? 0. Number 2, write your remainder after each division. You see, from here, we divide this number by 4, we have this, and the remainder was this. That was the first division. We now divide this number by 4, we have this, and then we write the remainder. In each of the division step, you have to write your remainder. Then, number 3, to obtain your new number base, you write the remainder in an upward order. So this is it. So from there, we can now say therefore, consider therefore 5 9 8 in base 10 equals to this 21112 in base 4. So that becomes 21112 in base 4. Can you see that? All right. We have come to the end of today's class. Do well to subscribe to this channel if you are interested in what we do in this channel. Do well to hit the subscription button, and then you will be updated whenever we have class. Thank you for staying tuned to this class. Thank you for watching. See you in the next class. Bye-bye.